I know this isn't the right top, but to be fair, that's actually getting shipped in June. And I feel like if I wait that long to make this video, it just won't be the same. It just might feel just a tad too late for my taste. Hey, what's up you guys? Silent here, and yes, I have a cape. This is a different cape than what I'm used to. I have a vampire-esque cape that I use when I cosplay as Doctor Strange. This is different. It has a hood. Actually, when I put it on, my mom called me Little Red Riding Hood. I was like, no, Mama, it's from Wandavision. She has not seen the show, by the way, so she really doesn't care. But I'm actually going to take the hood off once I start doing the makeup, because if not, it's going to get in my way and it's going to bug me. So hello! Welcome back to what is a very long overdue, in my opinion, makeup video. I think the last makeup video I did was, this video is a mess, which I suppose I do consider that a makeup video. I mean, I did review a collection, but it was kind of intermingled with, you know, questions and answers and explanations and stuff regarding my friends' react videos. So yeah, this will be the first in a while, and certainly the first of 2021 makeup video on my channel. And I'm very excited because, well, let's put it to you this way. I'm both excited but also slightly apprehensive, because the collection I'm reviewing today is a collaboration between Ulta and Wandavision. And that's where the excited part comes in, that it's like related to Wandavision, because I loved Wandavision. I mean, who didn't really? I thought it was great. I thought it was just an amazing introduction to phase 4 of the MCU. I like how they made us care about Wandavision. Not to say that no one didn't care about them before, but they weren't always the most focused on characters in the MCU, whereas here, both Elizabeth Olsen and Paul Bettany got such a chance to shine. I thought it was amazing. I loved every second of it. And as someone who loves makeup, to see the show kind of get a collection inspired by the show made me really excited when I first heard about it. But that's where the apprehension comes in, because it's an Ulta collection, and well, we'll get a little more into expectations and how high or low they may be in a moment. But before we get into that, we're gonna go ahead and get some little disclaimers out of the way. Number one, this video is not sponsored at all. I bought all of this of my own volition, with my own money, and I am giving my true and honest opinions of it. I haven't tried anything, and so this is gonna be my first time using it and seeing it, at least in person. And that leads to disclaimer number 2. No, this cannot be considered a full collection review, because of the fact that I do not actually have every single item in the collection here with me today. And the reason for that is because of the fact that I bought all of this with my own money, and I'm trying to be a little more selective on what I'm spending my money on. For example, I got a lip gloss, but I didn't get every single shade of the lip gloss. But I just wanted to let you know, so that way, in case you're wondering, why didn't you talk about this piece from the collection? Well, first off, I'll try to talk about it to explain why I don't have it, and if your second question is why I don't have it, this is why. And then thirdly, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, so that way you can be notified every time I upload a new video. I already have an idea of what my next video is going to be, and it involves another character who dresses in red, and who you may see in an old-timey aesthetic. Yeah. But without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into this collection. I'm gonna take the hood off for this portion, like I said. Ooh, my hair's standing up. Because it's just going to drive me mad. I'm also gonna light a candle because, you know, just why not? Candles are great. This candle is from Wicked Wicks. It is called Love Magic. You know, Love Magic, you know, WandaVision theme going on here, kind of, sort of, even though it actually has nothing to do with WandaVision. But it has notes of apples and flower petals, so yeah. This isn't sponsored either, by the way. Wicked Wicks is owned by my childhood friend. I like supporting small businesses, A, and B, I like helping my friends and seeing them succeed, so that's why. So yeah. This is also the first time I'm actually using this candle. I have like 3 of her candles, and I haven't like lit any of them. I don't know why, but I'm just like really excited to, so. I wish I had matches, because I think they're more aesthetic, but we're out of matches, and oh. So we'll just put you right there. One flame is taller than the other. I don't know how I feel about that. Alrighty, so WandaVision collection. Let's take a look at the things that I got. So first off, probably the big staple of the collection is, this is the eyeshadow palette Vault. And when you open it, it's actually super cute. So it looks like this, and it has 3 little mini palettes. And I should mention that the entire collection is like this, where they have one line of products that is inspired by the 50s and 60s. So that's like this one, and you can see the aesthetic. It has like the old TV kind of, it looks kind of like The Incredibles. The 70s, like with the little swirly, groovy patterns. And then finally, the 80s and the 90s with the sort of like lightning, you know, it kind of looks like the Hex, to be honest. We also have the brush set, which is so cute. Look at these brushes, adorable. Comes with 5 brushes. So it has a powder brush, a stippling brush, a concealer brush, a blending shadow brush, a small shadow brush, and the cosmetic bag. And the bag is super cute too. I love it. The other really pretty thing from the collection that I just adore, that I screamed when I saw it, was the bag. It's so pretty, so cute. It doesn't have any pockets inside, but you can definitely fit quite a bit in there. And then I did mention I wanted to get at least one thing from each of like the decades lines, as I will call them in this video. So from the 50s and 60s line, I got 2 things actually. I got the brow kit. So this is the Picture Perfect brow kit, and it has 1 clear brow gel, 1 dual-ended brow pencil in the shades taupe and dark brown, 1 brow spoolie and brush, and then 1 brow highlight pencil. And then the other thing is the matte liquid lipstick and lip liner kit in the shade Glamour. So from the 60s and 70s collection, I got one of the Plumping Lip Glosses in the shade Funky. So this is the mauve shade. And then from the 80s and 90s collection, I got the Body Glitter Duo, which, you know, makes sense because if I had to get at least one thing, of course it was gonna be the Body Glitter. And the name of this duo is called Interruption. Kit includes the pink Body Glitter Please Stand By and the blue Body Glitter Technical Difficulties. So yeah, that's everything that I got from the collection. We're gonna go ahead and open everything up so we can take a better look at it. I'll actually work my way backwards. I'm gonna start with the body glitter actually. I'm very curious to see it. Everything's taped, so of course, you know, and with no testers, which by the way, I swear to God, if you go to a makeup store in these times, please don't open the testers and don't open the product. They're taped for a reason, and 9 times out of 10, the store's gonna have signs in both English and Spanish, if it's like mine, that say, don't touch anything. Sincerely, your very friendly but disgruntled makeup store employee. Sorry, I had to get that off my chest. Alrighty, so let's take a look. Oh, they come nice and wrapped. Good. Ooh, these are big. Ooh. Whoa. They're huge. I love it. Oh my God. They're okay. The packaging. First off, I put my hand over an open flame. What the heck is wrong with me? I turned it up a little brighter so you guys can see. So this is the pink one called Please Stand By. Look how gorgeous she is. And then this is the blue one, Technical Difficulties. So straight up, I'm gonna let you guys know, my issues with this collection so far have nothing to do with the packaging. The packaging is amazing. It looks awesome, and I feel like it's a huge step up for packaging in terms of like Ulta Marvel collabs. They did have a Black Widow collection that came out, that tragically came out last year, back when we thought we were gonna get the Black Widow movie last year. Back when we thought we were gonna get a lot of things last year. And I saw it, it didn't really hold any interest for me, and again, I'll explain a little more in detail on why I have issues with Ulta collections and Ulta makeup in general. But straight up, I feel like maybe they had some notes or whatever, they actually listened, because the packaging on this one is a huge step up. It almost made me actually completely excited for this collection. So then we have the Funky Lip Gloss. Let's go ahead and open her up. And I believe I mentioned the other lip gloss from this collection. By the way, the other things in the 80s and 90s collection, one was a set of eyeliners, like gel eyeliners. It was like a pack of 4. Like there was a black one, there was a really light blue one, there was a really light pink one, and I think a silver one. Yeah, I'm not gonna be using funky eyeliners like that. I'm just not. And if I am, I already have those colors or similar, so I'm good, thanks. And I think the only other thing from the 80s and 90s was like, it was like jelly gloss, like clear jelly gloss or nude jelly gloss. And I'm like, if I have this lip gloss, why would I need another one? And I already have clear glosses and stuff, so it's fine, guys, it's fine. Ooh, this is cute. Oh, this has like the same top as the other one. Interesting. I wonder if that's gonna be true for all of them. But yeah, this is the Plumping Lip Gloss in the shade Funky. It's a very pretty mauve color. It's got a slight shimmer to it. And then with the 50s and 60s collection, we'll start with the Matte Liquid Lip Kit. So this is the liner and the liquid lipstick. Oh yeah, the 70s collection. So the other thing in the 80s collection I forgot to mention was the blush palette, and the 70s collection was the contour and highlight palette. Yeah, I have enough blush and highlight and contour, and none of the colors actually got my attention. That's my biggest issue with this collection, is that a lot of the colors just did not grab my attention. Like, they seemed a little too safe. They didn't really scream 80s or 90s at me. And also, Ulta quality makeup isn't really the best, honestly. So I was like, yeah, no, I'd rather not. But ooh, this is so cute. Oh my gosh. So Ulta quality highlight and contour and blush, not really that much, but like their lip stuff I've always been a fan of. So this is cute. This is the liquid lipstick in the shade Glamour. And then the lip liner, which I believe it just says lip liner. Also very pretty, very red. I love it. Again, packaging is on point so far. We love it. Let's open up the brow kit. So this one actually comes with quite a bit. Oh, this is cute. Yo, I'm still screaming out this packaging. Oh my gosh, look. So this is the brush. Very cute. It's got the little angled brow brush on one end and the spoolie on the other. This is the brow highlight pencil. I don't think it has a shade name. It just looks like that. Very cute. It's a deeper burgundy color, the packaging, but the color itself for the pencil, I think it is more of like a, like a clear shimmer. And then here's the clear brow gel, which is great because I'm actually running out of brow gel, so nice. We'll try the Ulta one. We'll see how we like her. And then finally, this is the dual-ended pencil. Very cute, and it has a taupe on one side and dark brown on the other. Let's open the brush up. This is an adorable bag. I love it. It's small, nice, good for travel. And then the brushes. I'm screaming. Oh, these are so cute. Very soft too. I've never really had a problem with Ulta brushes. Ulta brushes are fine. I don't really have that many, but the few that I have, they work pretty well. All right, let's get to you already. So let's read the back. It says 18-piece kit includes 50s and 60s palette, 6 shades, features cool tone matte shades, 70s palette, 6 shades, features bronze shimmers and a pop of purple, 80s and 90s palette, 6 shades, features fun, vibrant colors and tones of blues with pops of pink and silver. Sounds promising. Notice how they didn't really say any reds in there, even though this is the Wandavision Vision collection and her signature color is like red. But maybe again they're going for more of those decades looks, so we'll see. Also, I should mention other things in the 50s and 60s line that I did not get. I did not get the eyeliner kit because it comes with an eyeliner and like one of those stamps. I have eyeliner. I don't need to spend money on another one if I already have one that I like just fine. It has like the nail tips kit. Your girl does a lot of tasking and her nails, like her actual nails, break on the daily, so no, I will not be investing in that, thanks. And finally, there was a pack of false lashes. Okay, 1, I already have a lot of false lashes. 2, they honestly left quite a lot to be desired. They did not look anything like the lashes that Wanda uses in the show. They look like something you could just buy for cheap in CVS, so yeah, no. They looked like a little like just generic. They didn't even look that special, so I was just like, nah. Alright, so let's take a look at the palette. So this is the 50s and 60s one. It says step back into the 50s and 60s with this nifty palette that features cool tone matte shades. So here we go. Yeah. So already you can sort of see why I'm not that enthusiastic. This looks like literally any of the Ulta palettes. Any of them. Or their single shades just kind of thrown in together. I don't know how this really says 50s and 60s, especially considering the 50s and 60s collection, or like the line from the collection is the one with the bright matte red lip. So, oh well. 70s. Dance your way into the 70s with this groovy palette that features bronze, shimmers, and a pop of purple. Alright, well this one is a little better. I like the shimmer. I love that purple, but even then, it's just kind of there. So, okay. And then finally, the 80s and 90s palette. You'll be totally rad when you use this 80s and 90s palette that features fun, vibrant colors and tones of blues with pops of pink and silver. That makes me think of really bright eyeshadow like from the 80s, don't you think? That's what we'd expect, right? Yeah, actually, we got pretty close with that, actually. It looks a lot better in person. Okay, here's the thing. I had seen pictures of what this looks like already, and I was so not impressed. I was very disappointed just from the pictures I saw. Looking at it in person, 80s already, I think, looks a lot better. It looks a lot more fun. 70s looks pretty okay. You know, it's got the neutral in there with the purple and the sparkle and stuff. 50s and 60s just look sad. Like, this is just... This is very sad. I don't really see how you would be able to pair this with like a bright red lip, honestly. I don't know. Maybe if I were to combine like one of the other shades from the other ones, but this should be able to stand on its own in my opinion. I don't know. Just when I heard Wandavision, you know, collection, and I heard Wandavision palettes, I just expected to see a lot more. Like, I thought this was gonna be really big and fun and, you know, just really crazy out there. Like, let's do a lot of, you know, colors and stuff, but that's not necessarily what we've gotten so far. Now, I will be fair and give it an actual try beforehand, but the other reason why I'm not so enthusiastic is because, again, Ulta quality makeup, particularly their shadows, have never really been the best in my opinion. I just never been wowed by any of their colors or their blendability or their pigment. So that's kind of why I'm like a little on the fence about it, you know, from the get-go. However, I will be fair and actually give it a shot. I will go ahead and use these eyeshadows and we'll see what kind of little look we can make, and we'll see, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is like a diamond in the rough or something like that. You know, I know that's a Aladdin reference, but you know, this Disney, stick with it. Or maybe I will be completely right and have reason to be disappointed. Either way, we're gonna find out. So the first thing we're gonna use is actually going to be for the rest of my face. We're gonna do the eyebrows because right now all I have on is foundation and concealer. So we're gonna go ahead and take the brow kit and we're gonna go ahead and do my brows. We have the dark brown and we have the taupe. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use the taupe to outline. So I'm actually gonna do a little swatch of both. And we're just gonna see how pigmented is this. So this is going to be taupe right here on the top, and this is a dark brown on the bottom. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use taupe first. We're gonna use that to outline, then we'll fill in with dark brown. So let me go ahead and I'm actually gonna go ahead and get the spoolie, move my bangs out of the way. I'm gonna move them out of the way completely. I know it looks silly, but well. And I'm actually gonna go in with dark brown and start to fill in. And I'm gonna use taupe again, but just to kind of fill in these empty spots. So I went ahead and filled in the brows, and in terms of a pencil, it's a pencil. It's a little thicker than what I'm used to. I like the fact that it comes with two tones, definitely, because I can sort of give it a bit more of a dimensional look. I can like fill in with dark, and then if I want to, I can add a little taupe, just so it doesn't look all like the same. However, the having to go back and forth, like grabbing like the spoolie brush when I'm used to having the spoolie brush and I can just flip it and just brush, is a little cumbersome, but you know, it's not like a terrible, like, oh my god, this makes it completely useless to me, I will never use this kind of thing. No, I like it fine. I think it actually filled in my brows pretty nicely. So now I'm gonna go ahead with the brow gel. We're gonna see how well it holds. Definitely a smaller brush, but I actually kind of like that. A little more precision, maybe. You know, I actually really like this. I do like the little pencil, like the dual-ended pencil, and the gel. It went on pretty well. I guess it's just a test later to see how well it holds. Yeah, no, in terms of that, I like the spoolie brush just fine. You know, again, I'm not used to having to like reach for it. I'm used to just, but you know, it's not a deal breaker. The only thing left really is the highlight, which I'm actually not used to using, but I do like a good highlight on my brow bone. I usually use eyeshadow for it, but yeah, no, we'll just go ahead and add a little bit. Pretty nice. So in terms of the brow kit, so far, so good. I like it. I like the brow kit a lot, guys. So yeah, this one so far, thumbs up. All right, we're starting good. Now let's see if we can keep it good. Now, again, no, I did not get blush or bronzer palette because no. But I did bring my own bronzer and blush that I can go ahead and use, as well as a highlight. So I'm just gonna, real quick, I'm gonna dip in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills one. This is in the shade Saddle. So I'm gonna go ahead blend it out real quick. Alright, contours are nice and blended. But yeah, Like I said, I didn't really see the need for the palette. It just did not grab my attention at all. Speaking of something else I didn't get, the blush palette. Also did not really see any colors in there that wowed me. They all looked really basic. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do two blushes today. One is my MAC Glow Play Blush in the shade So Natural. This is what it looks like. Nice, pretty neutral shade. Just to add a little bit of a pop of color. And then on top of that, I'm actually going to go with another MAC blush. This is actually from the new Black Cherry collection, and it is called Under My Plum. And finally, the highlight, which again from MAC, this is the Extra Dimension Skin Finish, sorry, in the shade Show Gold. And this one's really pretty. It's got like a bit of a pink tone to it, but it's a lot of glitter and gold. And much more compelling to me than that gold shade in the highlight palette. Sorry, I was just really disappointed, you guys. I'm sorry. I try not to be very negative because I know people put work and stuff into it, but at the same time, if this is a review, critique, whatever you want to call it, I will be very honest with what I believe. And I just did not think it was anything special or anything that I think is like really worth your money. Even if it isn't that expensive. So yeah, so far the only thing I've tried from the collection that I think is worth your money is like the brow kit, brushes too. I think the brushes too, and the bag. But yes, so far, you know, so far so good, but we'll see. I just realized maybe these red lights aren't helping, so let me change them to, yeah, that's a little better. Yeah. Sorry guys, I was trying to be aesthetic, but honestly I don't really think it was working in my favor. But this looks a little better. Candle's going pretty well though. Can definitely smell the rose. Okie dokie then. So we've got a bit of highlight, blush, and contour, but still looking pretty natural. Don't want to go too crazy. I'm not trying to do any, you know, e-girl looks here like I normally do. But now we can go ahead and get into, I'm just gonna dive straight into the eyeshadow palettes, and then we'll definitely do lips. Like close to last, if not last. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that body glitter, but we'll see. So I'm gonna go ahead and just to prep my eyes, I'm gonna use my Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer, the anti-aging one. It's very hydrating, and this is what I use on the daily, so let me just go ahead and pop that on real quick. So, looking at the palettes, and maybe looking at them in a slightly better light. So again, here's the 50s one, the cool matte shades, and then we have the 70s one, which is like the neutrals, like the gold tones with the purple and the sparkle. And then we have the 80s palette that has the much bigger, brighter colors. So in terms of look, I'm gonna swatch them a little bit just to see, because I'm wondering if I should do something from the 50s palette or the 70s palette because of the whole, you know, I have the lips for it. The 80s and 90s palette, I think if I just swatch it, I can sort of get an idea of what it looks like. So like here's like Chaos from the, oh no. Every hope that I had for, at least for the 80s palette, just vanished, and that's depressing. Oh, that's sad. Oh no. Oh no, no. Okay, that looks a little better. What about you? What about you? White shade. A little better. What about silver over here? A little better, but again, that pink. No, I mean, okay, so look, here are my swatches. These are my swatches for the 80s and 90s palette. I don't know about you guys. It doesn't look terrible. It looked a lot worse, but I had to really kind of like drag my finger to get some of that pink and that blue. I don't know, like it's cute though. I kind of like the color story, but ooh, that's a little scary. Let me look at 70s. We'll take some shades from 70s. Let's go ahead. Let's try this matte one. So we're gonna try this one. It's called Hex. By the way, the shades I used in the 80s one was Wicked was the white one, Chaos was the pink one, Allure was the bright blue, and then Elixir was the silver. So yeah, that's that one. And then for the 70s palette, I used Hex for the light brown. Let me use Ruin for the dark brown. Okay, that one, you can definitely see it a little better. My problem is they look kind of patchy. That's my main issue. Let me try Sparkle. This is like a shimmer shade. And then, of course, we're going to try Enchanted because that's the purple and that's the best looking one. Ooh. So yeah, here's the 70s. Yeah, that's probably the best word I can use to describe them. It's patchy. They look patchy, which you don't want with your eyeshadows, guys. You don't want them to look patchy. All right, now you, 50s and 60s. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna do Familiar, which is like this lilac lavender. Or mauve, maybe. I don't know what I'm supposed to call that. It looks like lilac lavender in the pan, and then when I put it on, it looks kind of mauvish. Let's try Tonic, maybe Magnetic, and then let's try Jinx, which is the light green one. So here you go. Here are the 50s and 60s shades. Yeah, no, they look patchy to me. They look patchy. Not a lot of pigmentation or streaky even. These look particularly streaky. I know they're mattes, but they look dry. This is gonna be interesting. Okay, let's see. What can I do? What can we do with this, you guys? Part of me wants to use the 50s and 60s palette since it's the one I have the least expectations for, just to see if I can make it work. We're gonna start with Flourish for my crease. So we're gonna go ahead and pat that in. And then we're gonna go ahead and just have at it. We'll see. I mean, it's visible. Yeah, that's visible. Flourish is visible. Okay. Let me take one of my other brushes. Let's go ahead and use Familiar in my outer V. So we'll see. There's a bit of follow, I think. So, well, I don't know. Let's take one of my fluffy brushes. I'm actually going to go in with, let's go ahead with Familiar a little. It just looks like the same. It looks the same. Just a wall of color. No dimension. I'm not happy so far. I am not having a good time. I wonder if I can just add something from one of the others because this is, I should have gone with the 70s. I feel like, okay, here's the thing. I wanted to challenge myself because I can see myself making a look with the 70s for sure because it's got enough neutrals and it also has some fun colors. So I was like, you know what, that's fine. The 80s one, say what you will about all of the crazy colors, but you could definitely make some, you know, crazy 80s inspired looks with this. 50s, I don't know what the hell am I supposed to be doing with this because they, like these two literally just melted together and became the same shade. What am I supposed to do? Do I take the Tonic, the green one, and just sort of like, I guess that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna take some Tonic and like put it right here and see what happens. There's a lot of fallout. That looks horrifying. Where's my big blender? This looks more like Sarah Sanderson than 50s. Hold on a second. What? Hold on. Okay, so camera died, which makes no sense because I had it charging all night, but oh well. I've just accepted that technical difficulties are just a part of this channel. So yeah, I don't know what part of this is 50s inspired, like if this is really how they did their makeup in the 50s, because it just seems like a mess. These shadows do not blend well. It's patchy, and when I try to blend it, it just kind of smears. I mean, I can try to save it somehow. Maybe if I take Charmed, which is this shade right here, you can probably see, and they look like they were pressed really hard too. Yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. Is this 50s? Is this what they mean when they say 50s? Because I'm just gonna go ahead and put some in my inner corner and connect it. Why isn't it blending up? I don't know, guys. It just seems, you know, patchy. That's the word I'm using for it right now. It's just patchy. It's very difficult to blend. It took me forever, and it still hasn't blended correctly up here. Like I know you can see it looks kind of off a bit, but the colors just smear together. I mean, when I tried blending them, You saw, like, this shade, Flourish and Familiar. Like, these are two different shades, see? This looks like a taupe brown. This looks like sort of like a lavender. I even showed you swatches, if you can see right here. But once I actually, like, put them on each other, like, here, I'm just gonna look weird over my tattoo, but yeah, that's the taupe one. Like, once I actually put them on one another, it just kind of smeared together into this giant, like, dark mark. Like, it did just look the same, like a darker version of Familiar. And then I add the tonic, and it just does not look good. It just doesn't, like, look. I dare not add Magnetic, that blue shade, because God knows what that's gonna do. But yeah, no, this is unfortunately just as disappointed as I thought it to be. Let me see. I use my eye primer to just get most of it off, because no, I'm not doing that. I'm not keeping that look. Are you kidding me? No, God no. Let me try the 70s palette. I mean, it's gotta be better. It's gotta do something. Come on, let's, like, work with me here, guys. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take Hexed, which is the middle taupe shade. We're gonna go ahead and put that in the crease, and hopefully this goes better. So, a lot of fallout again. Round 2. And there will not be round 3 because heck to the no. Like, look at all of that fallout. Look at that. Do you see that? That's a lot. I am now going to take Ruin. I'm very scared to take Ruin, but I'm going to take Ruin, which is the dark brown shade on the bottom, and put it in my inner corner. So, well, already these are blending a lot nicer together. I'm not sure if it's because the color story isn't as, like, tragic, or if it's because the formulation on this one is a little better, but I'm not really having that much hope, if you get my drift. I'm just using this one to kind of blend them together. Examining them a little closer to the mirror. Nothing special. Nothing special. It's there, it's visible, but it's nothing that I'm like, wow, this is really great pigmentation, or wow, this is really good blendability. It's patchy, it's hard to blend, and again, the color story is like, okay. But now I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna add some shimmer. So let's go ahead and take the Sparkle, which is the shade right here, the maroon. And, or should I take the Enchanted? Do I take Enchanted? I'm taking Sparkle because I'm done taking chances. I don't know if I can say this shimmer is easier to work with because of the formulation or how hard it's pressed or not, or because it just blends in a lot better with the color and therefore it's not as noticeable if it's kind of janky. Alright, now I'm going to take the Illusion, which is this shade, and I'm going to just put it in the inner corner. It's on. It's a neutral eye. It's literally just a neutral eye. There's nothing special about it whatsoever. I don't know if it's because of the fact that, you know, these colors are slightly more correspondent to each other that it looks a little better than the other one, but this is such a basic color story. Like, it has the purple thrown in. Whoop-de-doo. There's a million palettes out there just like it, and a million that have more colors in there that you could play with better blendability and pigmentation and aren't as patchy. This is sad. This is what I was fearing of the most when I saw the color story. I was like, nothing special is here, like, and using it made it worse because it all just smushed together in a giant ball of, like, dark smudge. This is the only one where I think you could get a look out of. No, I'm not going to be playing with it because I don't have time for that. But I already off the bat, I think, okay, you could get a cute look with all the blues and the silvers to get a pink. I don't know where she fits in. You could find a spot for her some other time. But is this, like, alone worth having to put up with these two, or just sticking them in the back of your drawer? No. If they sold them, like, individually, then yes, I'd say this one's worth, but they don't. It's a set. It's a vault. You have to take all three. And is it worth all three? No. This is a major thumbs down. I'm sorry, but just no. I kind of don't even want to do eyeliner. I just kind of want to do mascara and get out of here. So let me go ahead. Sorry. I'm going to just put on some mascara. I have the Bambi Eye from L'Oreal. It's the black brown. I'm just going to put this on real quick. Alright, mascara's on, and I just had a thought. There might be someone watching this video right now that's thinking, Carla, you know, you didn't use it right, or you don't know how to do makeup right, because I could totally get a good look out of that, or it would look not as smudged or off or whatever. But here's the thing. I've done makeup looks that look great. You know what? I put myself down a lot, but I will say this. I've done makeup looks that look really, really good and correspond well, like in terms of the shape of my eye, and, you know, blend well, or like look blended out, or if they're not gonna do that blended out look, if it's supposed to be very stark, they look stark, but it looks like it's done with a purpose. If you can actually manage to pull off really cute looks with these, you know what? Actually, good on you. Good on you. Have fun. Use it. Love it. You know, but I can't. I've just used better product and I've gotten better results. I think that was my biggest issue when this was announced as an Ulta collab. If this was a collab with any other brand, if this was an Urban Decay collab, or, you know, MAC collab, had this been a Makeup Revolution collab like the Nightmare Before Christmas one, yes, that would have been great. Their eyeshadows are amazing. God, even like something, if you wanted to go super high end, like Melt Cosmetics, you know, how they did like the Beetlejuice collaboration, I think, yeah, that would have been costly, like it would have been expensive, but it wouldn't have been so much worth it. Like that would have been your money's worth. But this is just nothing. It's just nothing. That's my biggest issue though, is the fact that this is an Ulta collab, because I know Ulta makeup and I know it's just not the best. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on the lip gloss first, because I can just wipe that off and then I can do the red lips. So we'll do that first. So here's a gloss in the shade Funky, is it? Yeah, Funky. It's a plumping lip gloss, so I'll see how, Alright, so right off the bat, I can tell this uses probably peppermint for its plumping effect. So it's not going to give you a huge plump. Normally when you use peppermint in your plumping like lip products, like it's a slight plump but not a lot. Maybe the effect of it looks like it gives a little bit of plump. I mean, again, my lips didn't have anything on it, so this is already making it look bigger and redder. Usually if you want something really, really plumpy, you'd use some sort of like cayenne pepper or anything. I personally don't like cayenne pepper because I find it burns. Peppermint is fine for me, but even then, this seems like a very, very small amount of peppermint. Just, you know, it's fine. It's just a lip gloss. It's cute though. I actually do like the color. In terms of a mauve, I think it's pretty. It's got a good shine to it. I don't know how well it wears, but you know, in terms of Ulta makeup, for me, I've always preferred their lip products. I think that they actually work pretty okay. But yeah, I'd say like for this eye look, like I know that since this is more of like the 70s line, like this would actually work well with this eye look, or this eyeshadow palette at least. You could pair them pretty well together. It's nice. I'd like it. I'd give it a thumbs halfway up like that. I'm actually taking it off though, because I do want to try the lip kit. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. We're gonna use Glamour, and it should be fine because this is a neutral look. I'm pretty sure you can use like red lip with neutral. So we're gonna go ahead and use the lip liner first. So I'll do that. Yes, I know I look funny because of the lip liner. Give me a second. We're gonna go ahead and put the lip on so that way we can cover that up. Well, she's red. She's very red. She's also a bit streaky. I don't know if you can notice that, but yeah, she's a bit streaky, and also she feels a bit drying. So yeah, no, I must say between this and the lip gloss, I do actually prefer the lip gloss, but it's a shame. This packaging's cute, but I cannot, guys. I really can't. This is getting sad. It started out well because the brow kit, it went so well, and I was like, oh yeah, I actually like this, and like the brushes, but then we just got to this, and I'm like, oh lord, I forgot the body glitters. I'm not putting the body glitters on. No, Lord Jesus. However, I do want to try them. I'm gonna use them. I'll go ahead and swatch them on my arm, and we'll go ahead. Oh, what? Oh, they come out like, oh no. Do you see that? That is so... Am I supposed to shake it maybe? Maybe if I shake it, guys. I'm really trying, guys, but I just, oh no. I mean, okay, I shook this one, so let's see if maybe this one actually was... Oh, that exploded. Oh my god. See, now we're talking, but that's because I shook it really hard, which I don't think you're supposed to. Like, you couldn't even do this right. I mean, is this how they did it in the 80s and 90s? Is that how you did it? Like a roll-on? Like roll-on deodorant? Like, I don't know if you can see that. It's super clear looking. It's like iridescent. Like, if I try to spray, it sticks on good. I mean, that's the one thing. Like, she's not moving that much. She's staying put. That's gotta count for something, right? Oh God, this looks terrible. What is this makeup look, you guys? What is this? What is happening right now? First makeup look in a while, and this is just going terribly. Okay, the glitter, it sticks. That's my positive. The color's pretty when you can see it. It's not, it's, okay, the word I'm looking for, it's not opaque. That's what I thought it was going to be. Maybe I've been spoiled. Maybe I've been using too much ColourPop, but I thought that I would get like legit body glitter. But this is very sheer, and like you roll it on and it just kind of patchy in certain areas. Ooh, that's unfortunate. That's very sad. Okay, and then the last thing is the bag. Well, we already know the bag can't disappoint me. It's a bag. It's very cute, and I can put all of this lovely makeup in there. But other than that, yes, we're done. We're done. We're ending this now. We're just gonna stop. Okay, you guys, well, there you have it. That is gonna be the end of this makeup look. Wow, am I disappointed? Wow, that's sad. I've never had a makeup review where I've been this negative, but I can't lie to you guys. It's just not good. This collection is just not it. Okay, let's get all the bad stuff out of the way. Worst thing in the collection, the eyeshadow palette vault. Again, uninspiring color story. Patchiness. There's a lot of fallout too. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I probably did. These were probably pressed too hard because they're really, you know, at least the shimmers, because they're really hard to get off and to use. They're very like hard to blend. They're patchy. There's barely pigment, and you have to dig really hard to get it. I could not. I look, you saw, I tried 2 makeup looks with it, and I couldn't. And it's just basic, and it looks like messy, and I tried my best, and I use the same brushes and like eyeshadow primers I always do, but it's just no, just no. I mean, if you want and you want to try and you can get a better result, well, kudos to you, fam, because I just couldn't. You know, you already saw my opinion on the bronzer and blush palettes, also uninspiring color, and I've used like Ulta bronzer and highlight and blush before, and it's just not the best. Like, you could spend the same amount of money or maybe even less on a ColourPop blush or bronzer and get a better result. So I couldn't. I don't have anything to say about the eyeliners, nor the gel ones or the liquid one, because I haven't tried either of them from Ulta before. I would imagine they're okay, decent, I guess, but the lip kit. The lip liner's fine. The lip liner's actually pretty okay. The lipstick itself, looking at it better, it still looks kind of dry, and I don't like how easily it just wipes off, like that, you can see. But other than that, I mean, it's vibrant color. It's just kind of streaky. I just, like one half of the lip kit, I would say thumbs up. The other one just kind of meh. The body glitters, they stay, like, it's actually hardening on me. I can feel it just like sticking to my arm, but the application is just so odd. I don't know if this is how it was done in the 80s and 90s, but it looks streaky. It's not very vibrant. Like, it just looks kind of like a shimmer, which if you want a shimmer, there are shimmer sprays I think that would work just as well, or just any other body glitter would just look, I think, a lot better. It's very kiddish. That's a good way to describe this collection. It's very something for kids. Positives. Lip gloss was good. I actually really like the lip gloss. It's fine. It's just a standard lip gloss, but you know what? Considering all the disappointment we had, standard I think is doing pretty well. It's got a pretty shimmer to it. I would imagine if I left it on longer, I might see a tiny bit of plump to it, but I think, you know, lip gloss is good. Lip gloss is fine. We give her a thumbs up. Brushes and brush case. The brushes actually I think are fine. I've used Ulta brushes before. Like I said, they're nice and soft. Very cute. And then yeah, probably the best thing in the collection in my opinion is the brow kit actually. That's a surprise. I like it. I like the dual end of the brush. I think it actually went on pretty well. It had a good pigment to it. I mean, you can still see it on my hand. It's a little faded, but that's because I rubbed at it. But no, like with the brow gel, like look, they're actually doing pretty good. And then like the highlight pencil was very cute. So actually, yeah, this is the only one I'm really enthusiastic about, the brow kit. I'd say, like in terms of things I would say, oh yeah, I would definitely recommend getting this from the collection. Besides the bags and the brush set, which I think are cute and like cute collector stuff. In terms of actual makeup product, the lip gloss, definitely if you want like a cute little just nude or mauve. The jelly gloss I actually did not get a chance to try, but I'd imagine same thing. It's just, you know, more of a clear gel. I think the shade is called Vision. Cute. And then yeah, brow kit. I would actually recommend getting the brow kit. I think it's super cute, and I think the products actually work really well. So yeah, that's gonna be it, because I just I'm very disappointed, you guys. I'm sorry, but it's just yikes. This is sad, especially considering I adored Wandavision so much and I thought it was such a great show. I think it deserved better. I definitely think it deserved better than this, but you know, it's, you know, what you gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and put the hood back on, cheer myself up a bit. maybe the hood will help the makeup look better. Okay, no joke, it actually kind of did. Is it because it's casting my face in shadow? Oh my gosh. It looks kind of better now. Go fig. Still don't recommend it. It just goes to show that maybe like this color story probably would look good if I had better product. But yeah, no, I look cuter like this. This will be misleading thumbnail. Make you think that I actually liked it. Nice. Well, that's gonna be it for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and leave a like, comment in the comment section below. You can tell me if you got anything from the collection and whether or not you actually liked it if you want. But in terms of what I'm going to ask you to put in the comment section, go ahead and tell me what was your favorite episode of WandaVision. Let me know what you liked about it, or, you know, tell me what was your favorite of the theme songs. I mean, well, we obviously know the best one was Act All Along, but it's okay. But, you know, definitely gush about the show to your heart's content, and definitely subscribe for more. You can watch my last video, which was my unboxing of BTS's B album, but the Essential Edition, my sort of do-over uncovering B after the November fiasco, right up here. I definitely had a lot of fun with that video, especially considering I didn't get to upload my coverage of the deluxe edition of B when it had come out. So yeah, I'm very excited that I finally got to do it in this one. So yeah, definitely check that out if you want to see whose photo card I pulled, now that we're back to the random member photo card portion of the albums. Or you can actually check out my last reaction video, which was a reaction to Hell of a Boss episode 4 Cherubs, right up here as well. That episode was a lot of fun, especially considering we finally got to see the Cherubs. Colin is definitely my favorite. I definitely recommend if you haven't seen it yet, so go check that out. Thanks again so much for watching, you guys. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys. I hope I have editing like effects that I can use, because otherwise it's gonna look really, really awkward. But when don't I look awkward?